So now that we've successfully gotten the radiator in position, I think what we'll do next is we will start to work on the routing of the wiring and the switches. We still have a set of switches coming tomorrow that will be for turning on and off the electric fan, which is not yet here. But we do have our autometer gauges. Autometer gauges. Wow. Autometer gauges. And I think what I'm going to do, since it comes with brackets, is I think I'm just going to mount it like this. I think I'm just going to mount it, well, let's see, maybe like this. There's really not any other place to put it because of the way these things are set up, unless we can rotate. I don't know if we can rotate these or not. Maybe do it up here like this, or like this, or like this. Well, that would be great if we could do that. If we could rotate them and put it right there, that would be cool. But I don't know how we would do that. Because we're not going to use these gauges, but we might use one of these holes for a tach. So we may enlarge it for an actual tachometer. We have oil pressure, temperature, water temperature, and voltage. So let's see. This is actually about I think really a good spot for it. But this is actually designed to be underneath the dash. I don't know if these can be rotated or not. Let's see. Oh, that one's moving. Oh, that one's moving. Hey, look at there. It moved. See if I can move the other ones. Oh, I got two. Oh, hey, there's even an indent. Oh my gosh, really? Wow. Super impressed with that. Super impressed with that. So that means I could mount it on the side like that. Oh, look what you did. You put them the wrong way, you dummy. Is there room for that other? Yeah, I guess there is. Although it's going to be kind of hard to screw that in. Let's see. No, I can't. There's not enough room. Oh, there's a hole there too. That's not going to work. But that would be a great place for it right there. So since that won't work, unless we fabricated a custom bracket for it here. I really would like to put them there. They really look good there, actually. Let's think about this for a moment. We go like that, they're almost like facing down. I don't like that. That's not going to work. It could go here, like that. What do you think about that? Kind of off to the side, but they're probably going to get dinged up when we start moving it around. It's not a good idea. Man, that would be the perfect place if there was a way that I could attach this. Maybe I could, no, that's not going to work. It really would be good, like right like that. If I could put them right like that, obviously I would need to turn it the other way. This way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I can't decide. Because it's really designed to be like this. But that's super boring and doesn't look very built in. You could go up here, but then you really can't read them very well. If they're here, they're not in the way of anything, I don't think. I guess we could just go underneath. It's fine. It's fine. 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 Whatever. And that just looks so good right there. There's no way to make that work. Well, that's not bad either, but it's gonna, I know it's gonna get hit by something. So we're gonna go for this, we're gonna go for this guy here. We're gonna go for that. So let's rotate them back the way they were. Put them back where they were. Ooh, that's the problem. Now they're all tight. Whoa. Hey. What's going on now? This guy is stuck. This guy is stuck. Now, why is this one not working? Oh! Yeah, I'm gonna have to move you out of the way. Like a Tetris puzzle. Okay, why are you not wanting to go back to where you were? Very carefully. There we go. Are they moving in and out as well? No. Yeah, not really. Okay, that's fine. We'll just put them back to where they were and not try to be fancy. That's okay. All right, so now we need 2 screws and a bit driver. 2 screws and a bit driver. Walk into a bar. That ain't bad. There are 2 screws in here, but I thought those were for something else. Oh, no, I guess not. I guess those are for this. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, we'll just take that. Take that. And we'll think about what we did with our life. Of course, my entire container of screwdriver bits is just... Oh no, I got a box over there. What am I talking about? Oh, I got one right here too. Loose. He's a loose cannon. The lethal weapon of drill bits. Okay. So what we're gonna do is there are two little screws and ropes there. It says you're supposed to put those together in here. Let's see if there is a template. Self-tapping screw. There is not a template. There is instructions, but there's not a template. So let's take the screws out that are in here now. And it looks like we've got, let's measure this first, because we like to do smart things. And once again, I should probably stick my tape measure right on my pants. That way it cannot grow legs and walk away. I'm having so much trouble with that today. Okay, so the inside of this guy here, 5 inches. 5 inches will work. Okay. So we can take these apart. Take that apart. Really? How are we gonna do that? Okay, well, there is a square nut inside the case that has to be in place in order for the screw to screw into that. That's fascinating. Okay. Let's figure out a way to make this really hard for people. So that's number 2. And number 2 nut guy. So what did I say, 5? I said 5, didn't I? Pretty sure I said 5. Yeah, 5. 5 it is. And now we need, I think that those, oh Lord have mercy. I think that those, screws, it said self-tapping. Yeah, that's what we got going on there. Pull these guys out of their little home. Pull these guys out of their... That's brilliant. Brilliant. 53 feet of counter space, and I've got to shove everything right next. Oh, luckily for me that the washer stayed on the screw. Okay, so if we are a bracket, and this bracket is in the front, and we're going here, right? Right. So that's gonna that can be centered, that can be on the front of the dealio. So we will take this, and it says self-tapping, so we're gonna take our word for it. Let's do this side first, so that way we know what our max is over here. Max headroom. Oh, we got trouble because we got the screwdriver can only get so close. So we're gonna do the best we can. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Okay, well that really didn't do a whole lot for me. How was it for you? It's like literally fused to the end of the thing. Okay, so we'll just stop. We will get our drill bits. We'll do a pilot hole. Pilot hole simply is just a hole that makes sure that we know where this thing is going. Stop moving, please. Of course, that one is too big. I now have to go into the box of loose. Super loose. I don't think I have the one that I'm looking for in here. So awesome to see. So what we will do is we'll pick this guy. This has got to be the perfect one. Perfect. Just perfect. And my drill is over here. Not where it's supposed to be. Putting the drill bit back in the tray so we don't lose it. And now we're going to drill a pilot hole right where we started to drill that self-tapper, that non-self-tapping, self-tapping screw. And this entire process is frustrating as all get out because I cannot get in here with the radiator in the way. Best day ever. We have other sets of self-tappers over here that I brought from the workbench and proceeded to lose them. Those are brackets, right? Hose clamps, Self-tappers, where, oh, they're up here. Let's see if these will be small enough for the bracket and yet strong enough to get up in there. Let's see. And it's a 2. Nope, it's too big. Way too big. Okay, so those are not going to work. going to have to be, I may have to take this whole thing apart again. Whee! It's the best day ever! Okay. I had to take these hoses off anyways because there's no clamps on them. Oh, that was a good one. Okay. Hose number 1. Almost ripped my ring off. Hose number 2. Hose number 2. We have to take this off. Put this back on. I think if we just do this one side, we might be able to get with just doing this one side. It's not even screwed in. Well, there you go. There's your problem right there. And this is how we never got out of the first room. Okay, so let's keep this in there for now. Let's let this hang. Think about what it did. Put this guy over here. Drill our pilot hole. And that's how you don't do that. So I broke the bit using too much pressure. I wonder if I actually begun to make a hole or not. I did. Let's see if there's a way for the screw to go in now with the partial hole that I drilled, breaking the drill bit. And go that way. Oh my goodness. We're having fun now, aren't we? Well, let's use the bigger one. Less likely to get broken. This is the fun part. That was too easy. All right, so now let's measure, or let's actually put this guy in and see if this even works the way it's supposed to. This was like this, yeah. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, now, let's double check this one more time. This is gonna go here. This is, let me see if I have, it'd be great if I didn't lose my stuff today, Okay, so this is gonna go here. And so we'll just mark, and the super conspicuous black on black. Then we'll mark here. See it? I can see it. I can see clearly now, the vein is gone. Whoa, I just noticed that the water inlet is wide open. I just noticed that. I'm looking right at it. But it's not allowed that to become, oh, look at it, I ripped my finger off. I ripped the ring and my finger. Oh, I got a nice cut going there. It has been 21 days since an injury, and now I have to run it back to 0. Okay. And washer and screw and bracket number 2. Tube. Tube. And it's a 2. Oh, God. Okay, it is probably not going to be very straight, sadly. Okay, so let's see if we got this going here. Something like that. Sort of, kind of, sort of. It can go in a little. Let me get a little bitty hammer. Okay, good. We will cinch that down. And now, yeah, I got myself good on that one. All right, so now we got to figure out this contraption. And I wonder if we're supposed to do this after we've wired it. Would it be easier? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna put it together because that way I can see it and feel good about myself. Shining light. Oh! Oh! Luckily it didn't fall very far. Didn't fall far from the tree. Another tiny little nut down there. I'm worried about where all these parts are coming from. All right, now I gotta put this guy back where he came from. Oh, this is gonna be awful. No. No. Yep. Hey, how about that? Hey, looky there. You know, I should have put it on the other side, but you know, can't really quibble over that. It should have been over there because they're angled this way. Yeah, it's not smart. Oh well. I could angle it up. That'll be at least a little bit of compensation, because I'm really facing the wrong way. And of course I can't screw this one in. Yeah, I got it. Okay, how about that? How about that little guy? What do you think about that little guy? And now we have electronic electricals for oil pressure, volts, and water temperature. And the reason we aren't, again, just to recap from before, the reason we aren't using the gauges up here is because they are known to not be not so great. So because they are known to be not so great, we are replacing them with gauges that we know to be great, because we want to be great. We want to be great today. As Jarvis, our friend, would say all the time, be great. Can't be great if I'm not on the field. Jarvis, we're thinking about you, and we love you, buddy. Okay, so now we have replaced the strap that's holding the radiator. The radiator is now back in its position. And we now have a radiator in place. We have the control panel height increased. Oh my gosh. And we have the gauge pack that we bought installed right there. Now we're gonna get this a little, and a little, I don't know if we already did this side or not. I can't tell. What? I'm gonna just give it a little what's over just in case. Oh, oh, that didn't feel good. Okay, so here we are. Done 3 things. Raise up, mounted, mounted, mounted. All right, our list is getting slightly smaller. So now, the next step would probably be, let's see what this shelf can do for us down here, if anything, in the way of holding the battery. Let me get these exhaust port cover plates out of here. Those don't need to be here. And let's remove this tray and get all these filings out of here. I sure do wonder what that little screw is for. We're going to put that right over here with our pile of stuff that we found and don't know where it goes. I'm going to dump that in there. Good. Now, I don't know if this tray is the right size. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. Okay. So if that tray is the right size, but of course if we get a water leak on top of the battery, that's probably bad. So again, the design situations here are certainly not without their issues. So the battery can kind of just sit on the side, that's fine. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. Okay, and should we just, let's go ahead and just remove these. And just remove the temptation of them being in the way where they feel like absolutely nothing. I think these are held in by a pressure plate. Yep, they are certainly held in by a pressure plate. So I need a teeny tiny. Let's go for one of these guys. One of them and one of these. And just how tiny we need, we don't know till we get over there and try. Let's see. Let's try this one. Nope. And this one. Nope. This one. Nope. No capes. Here's a little open-ended guy. Oh my gosh, why can't I not get you out of there? And here's a super tiny one. I think that's too small. I'm gonna guess that you are not the right size, and if we can't make that work, we can always use a pair of pliers. Let's try the little teeny tiny guy. Oh, nope, he's too small. And then the double open-ended, where did you go? You're in there. Let's see what you do. Let's see what you can do for me. Anything? Oh, hey, that one worked. Okay, let's just set this down here. Loosen that. Oh, I wonder if that screw and or washer came off the back of this, because there's a lot of screws and washers back here that are about that size. Okay, take that off. Yeah, that's the ticket right there. There's a lock washer and everything. A lot of hardware back here. Okay, that guy's coming off. Bye-bye. I'll put him in the drawer. Put you guys up here. Shelf. And this guy, oh yeah, so this guy's missing an entire washer and bolt. So that's where those pieces came from. They came right off of this guy. I don't know how they came off, but they did. Okay. And we'll pull you up. Okay, there you go. And that's that. Okay. So now that those guys are removed, we also have Oh, that guy hasn't come in yet, has it? Yeah. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. So we have a master kill switch or a master on-off switch that is not here yet. I think we will do. And we also have a starter solenoid, which has to be put in place somewhere between the battery and the starter switch. So we could go this way on here somewhere, because the starter's on this side, so the wiring can come across here and come down here and go this way somewhere in here. That might work. You may even want to put it here so it doesn't get damaged moving the cart around. Moving the cart around, moving the cart around. Or this guy. That's actually a good spot there. Yeah, I think that's good. That's definitely, it's all protected on the inside there from both sides, front and back. So I kind of like that. And then the way the connections are accessible. Maybe down here. What do you think? What do you guys think? I think if we keep it where we can actually, I don't know if it needs to be closer or higher. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I also have another plate, metal plate. Metal plate. Boom, ba-down. But this is larger than the plate that's on there. So this is bigger. We could do is we could, oh, it's close. Oh, it's not that big. It's not big enough. We could, we have to drill a hole for the switch to turn on the electric fan. So we're gonna need one of those, but we don't have the switch here to know what size hole. The master switch we'll probably put on the other side. So there'll be like one here and one here. I don't know what we're gonna do here. We're probably gonna enlarge one of these for a tachometer. And so, yeah, so that's, until we get the rest of our pieces in, we kind of may be at a stopping point at the moment. Oh, you know what I wanted to look at was the relationship between the front of the engine and the fan shroud. The electric fan may or may not be used for the final engine assembly. We haven't really decided yet. And it doesn't look like that's centered. It's going to be interesting to see if we can get this centered in the car. When we get it in the car, it's going to be interesting to see here. I'll move this so you can actually see what's going on over here. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep. There you go. That's better. See? And I'll zoom you in and move it down. Like that. So there's typically a fan right here, a mechanical fan attached to the front of the engine. And this shroud helps that fan be more effective in pulling air through the radiator by concentrating that effect like so. But I don't know if that's actually centered or not. If we put this where it's going to end up being, oh, it's pretty close. The bottom hose is correct. The top hose is like so not even close to where it's supposed to be. We'll have to really carve this out a lot more if we decide to use this. And if we decide to go with the mechanical fan or not. That's more of this, that's more. And again, the radiator itself obviously has to be figured out, the location of it in the front radiator support and engine bay support of the car. So that still has to be worked out, which we've not done yet. So gauges, fan switch, master kill, vroom, vroom, radiator, engine. So I don't know that we can do a whole lot more at the moment. We kind of have to wait for the rest of our parts to come. So that might be a good stopping point for this installment of build a monstrosity that will make a bunch of noise and wake up the neighbors. Gosh, I hope not. To that end, we have to work on the other end of this dealio by routing the exhaust. And I'll show you that. Whoop. Oh, no, can't do that. Hold on. Hold, please. There you go. That's better. And let's see. We'll put you over here. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you sick. I know I got a mess. I'm aware that I have a mess. I'm aware of the mess that is in my situation. So, can't even see it. Let's unplug you and put you a little bit lower. There you go. That's perfect. Perfect. And then we'll actually move you on this side, so you both can see. We can all play. Bring it lower. There you go. Okay, so the challenge, should you choose to accept it, is to make this go straight. Now there are what they call mandrel bends or elbows that exist. And we have a couple of them on order that will be here either today or tomorrow. These are the collector flanges that come with this and go here. 1 and 2. And if we don't find that we're happy with the mandrel bends that are coming, we have a kind of universal solution, not solution, but a universal thing called this guy. And what he does is he bends. So what we need to do is we need to get, I guess I'm gonna need 2 of these. This is actually working pretty good. We need to get this going that way, and this going that way. So like that. Then, once you got that going that way, oh, lovely. And then you have this going this way to get that exhaust away from the engine. And on the other end of this, is you got one of these, an actual faithful reproduction of the exhaust muffler that comes on a 1965 Mustang GT. The problem, of course, is, there's always a problem, is that this inlet and outlet are only 2 inches. And these outlets from the exhaust are 2.5. So, our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to find a way to reduce this situation down to where it needs to be. Now, I had somehow assumed that this was actually going to go the other way, because this is not the greatest way to do this. So I'm hoping that the mandrel bends that we get tonight or tomorrow are correct, that they will help us achieve what we're trying to achieve, are the right diameter, because there's like a 2-inch, 2.5-inch interior diameter, 2.5-inch exterior diameter, and that just throws a wrench in absolutely every single thing we're trying to accomplish. Because this guy, for example, that works. So this is a 2-inch outside diameter, and this is a 2.5-inch outside diameter, 2.5-inch inside diameter. So that's what we got there. Of course, we can't have that going down there and that going down there, because they're going to cross in the middle, and you don't cross, just like Ghostbusters, you don't cross the streams. So yeah, that's going to be fabulously fun today. Exciting. Didn't even try this yet. Okay, so that will work on there. It's super loose. So it's going to be interesting to piece this together and see what we can get to work, because we have just pieces and parts that don't play nice together, and we have to kind of sort that out. And the purpose of all that is obviously to not make the engine sound like it's open headers, which is what it currently is now. So, all right, so that'll be today's installment until we get actual, oh, look at me, hang on, hold please, hold please, oh, hold please, hold please, hold please, there we go. So that'll be today's installment. We made a lot of progress today, obviously, as you can see. Hoping to get some more pieces and parts today would be fabulous if they come in, and then we can resume this thing. So the next time you see me, I will have more pieces and parts to be putting on here. Back in a second.